check the phone, make sure. Make sure we got some audio. Let's see. We good?
Yeah, we're good. All right, so first and foremost, we want to give all praises, honor, and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai,
Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash, and double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone, and salutations to all the Akim out there pushing the word of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, in truth and sincerity. Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash, Barakatham to you all. We're the brothers from Great Millstone Miami Camp. I'm the brother Loy, and with me.
Shamar Moth.
And this lesson, as it is entitled, is the plagues that are to come are not for the Lord's servants. Okay, they are for the wicked. Okay, the judgments that the Most High is bringing. All right, as far as Jacob's trouble and the plagues, the pestilences. All right, that's going to take place upon the planet Earth. For the most part, that's really for 2/3 of our people. Okay, and for the wicked nations. All right, these heathens, man. But it's not for the men of the Lord. All right, that's going to be the theme of this lesson. All right, the theme of this live stream, and hopefully this video is edifying. All right, so to begin, we want to start here at Psalm 91 and start at verse 1.
This is Psalms. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 91, verse 1. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. I will say of the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, he is my refuge and my fortress, my power, in him will I trust.
Right, so it says, he that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. Okay, and who are they that dwell in the secret place of the Most High and abide under the shadow of the Almighty? That's the men of the Lord, man.
Yep.
All right, and the secret place is this truth, man. Okay, the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding that we have through the Holy Spirit, Rakakwadash. Okay, all right. And it says that that those men will make the Lord his refuge and will put their trust in him. Okay, and what's a refuge? A refuge is something that you go to or you hide in for safety. Okay, go ahead.
Verse 3, surely he shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler and from the noisome pestilence. He shall cover thee with his feathers, and under his wings shalt thou trust. His truth shall be thy shield and buckler. Thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night, nor for the arrow that flieth by day, nor for the pestilence that walketh in darkness, nor for the destruction that wasteth at noonday.
Yeah, God, and what's that talking about? That's talking about the missiles, man.
That's right.
All right, that final destruction that's going to take place in these latter days, man. All right, because in these last days, all right, the society that we live in, okay, the America, all right, Esau's kingdom is going down by thermonuclear fire, man.
That's right. That's
okay,
right.
All right. So the scriptures say, "Thou shalt not be afraid of these things, man." Why? Because the Lord is going to deliver His men from those things, man. Okay, they're not going to be touched by that. Go ahead.
Verse 7, 1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come nigh thee. Only with thine eyes shalt thou behold and see the reward of the wicked.
Come. All right. So it says, 1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come nigh unto thee. Only with thine eyes shalt thou see and behold the reward of the wicked. So this is the reward. The judgments to come is the reward of the wicked, man. All right. The plagues, the pestilences. All right, the natural disasters and all the catastrophes that are going to take place are leading up to the nuclear missiles, and then on top of that, the nuclear destruction is for the wicked, man. All right, it's not for the men of the Lord, man. The men of the Lord are going to be delivered from that. All right, they're going to be spared and protected from that. Okay,
That's right. That's right.
you got any precepts you want to bring out, bro?
Yeah, because the topic at hand is key because hey, we have examples of that before, like when you go to the Exodus. All right, when we were leaving Egypt, okay, all the plagues that the Lord dropped on Egypt, they didn't touch us, man. All right, they didn't touch us in the land of Goshen, man, because the land of Goshen was within the borders of Egypt, and that was the land separated to us because of the customs of those Egyptians, man. All right, they believed that everything that was ours was abomination, so they separated us, which in a sense was of the Lord, because they the abomination. You get what I'm saying?
God, that was of the
That's
Lord.
set up. That was set up. You know?
That's right. That's right.
But at the end of the day, when the Lord dropped the plagues on Egypt, it didn't touch us. All right, and You know, I'm gonna read. I'm just gonna jump around real quick. This is I'm gonna start at Exodus 8, and I'm gonna go to verse 22. Okay, and I'm gonna read. It says, "And I will serve in that day the land of Goshen, in which my people dwell, that no swarms of flies shall be there, to the end thou mayest know that I am the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua in the midst of the earth." Okay, so this was the plague of the swarm of flies, man. The Heavenly Father said he was going to cause that, he was going to serve in our land, man, in the land that was set out for us, that none of the swarm of flies would touch us, man. So he kept us from that plague, man. It's the same way when shit hit the fan, okay, and all these people, especially these 2/3 catch a hell, the Lord gonna keep us, man, because at the end of the day, not all Israel's of Israel. Lord, we probably left, we that real Israel. He gonna keep us just like he been keeping us, man. And nothing that comes on earth is gonna touch us, man, because it's not for us, man. All right.
Read it again, out.
This is Exodus chapter 8, verse 22. "And I will serve in that day the land of Goshen, in which my people." Sever. Salakia. I reread that. Exodus 8 and 22. "And I will sever in that day the land of Goshen, in which my people dwell, that no swarms of flies shall be there, to the end thou mayest know that I am the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua in the midst of the earth."
Khan. And when you go to the word sever in the Hebrew, it's the word palah, okay? And it means to be distinct, marked out, to be separated, to be distinguished, okay? To be distinct, to be separated, be distinguished, to be wonderful, to make separate, to set apart, man. All right? And so that's what's going to be, man. In that instance, the Most High separated, all right? He made a distinction, all right, separating the Israelites from the Egyptians, man. And he did that in judgment too. All right, he made the judgments touch the Egyptians, but he didn't make the judgments touch the Israelites, man. All right, and that's why the scriptures say that in that day then shall it be known whom are my chosen, man, because these people are gonna be jacked up out here, okay? But the men of the Lord are gonna be good, man. All right. Yep. There's gonna be an up and up for the men of the Lord. Lord only will be those men, and it's gonna be a decline for everybody else, man.
That's right. That's
okay.
Right. I was gonna jump to the next chapter. This is chapter 9. You know, I start at 1, and it reads, "Then the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua said unto Moses, Go in unto Pharaoh and tell him, Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, power of the Hebrews, let my people go, that they may serve me. For if thou refuse to let them go and wilt hold them still, behold, behold, the hand of the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua is upon thy cattle, which is in the field, upon the horses, upon the asses, upon the camels, upon the oxen, and upon the sheep. There shall be a very grievous murrain, the water. And the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua shall sever between the cattle of Israel and the cattle of Egypt, and there shall nothing die of all that is and there shall nothing die of all that is the children of Israel. And the Lord Yahweh appointed a set time, saying, tomorrow the Lord shall do this thing in the land. And the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua did that thing on the morrow, and all the cattle of Egypt died, but the cattle of the children of Israel died not one. And that's what it was, man. The Lord set us apart, man, and he kept us in that day, man. And he fucked up the Egyptians, man. It's the same thing he gonna do now, man. When he return, okay, he gonna keep his people, the real children of Israel, the Israel of Israel, the Israel of the Most High. He gonna keep them while he fuck up the rest of the world, man.
That's right.
And it's gonna show, man. It's gonna show.
Yeah, it's gonna be evident, man. It's gonna be evident. Everybody's gonna see and notice it, man.
That's right. That's right. You had something,
You got another one in Exodus, or you?
Yeah, I was gonna jump down to verse 26 on that.
Oh, go ahead, bro.
You want to check the comment board? I think it was a comment post.
Khan. Shalom to the Akia.
Shalom. I was gonna jump down to verse 26. Okay. This is Exodus 9:26, and it reads. Matter of fact, I start I start at verse 23. All right. Matter of fact, I start at 22. And the Lord said unto Moses, stretch forth thine hand towards heaven, and there may be hail in all the land of Egypt, upon man and upon beast and upon every herb of the field throughout the land of Egypt. And Moses stretched forth his rod towards heaven, and the Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem Shai sent thunder and hail, and the fire rain ran upon along upon the ground, and the Lord rained hail upon the land of Egypt. So there was hail and fire mingled with the hail, very grievous, such as there was none like it in all the land of Egypt, since it became a nation. And the hail smote throughout all the land of Egypt, all that was in the field, both man and beast. And the hail smote every herb of the field, and brake every tree of the field. Only in the land of Goshen, where the children of Israel were, was there no hail. So the Heavenly Father made it rain hail mingled with fire upon the Egyptians, man. Okay, upon the whole land of Egypt, and kept our land, man, and kept the hail from falling upon us, man.
God.
All right, hey, that's beautiful, man.
That's beautiful. It is. God.
See, you know.
That's right.
And that's all I had in Exodus.
That's all you had in Exodus.
Yeah,
Well, to
right
complement that,
Yeah.
because we're dealing with Exodus, we're dealing with Moses. All right, bringing plagues upon Egypt through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemel Shai. This is Revelation chapter 11, and I'll start at verse 3. It says, "And I will give power unto my two witnesses, and they shall prophesy 1,260 days clothed in sackcloth. These are the two olive trees and the two candlesticks standing before the God of the earth."
Right.
All right, and when you go into it, those two olive trees and those two candlesticks represent the prophets of the northern and southern kingdom. Okay, and this is what it says of these prophets, man, of these men. "And if any man will hurt them, fire proceedeth out of their mouth and devoureth their enemies. And if any man will hurt them, he must in this manner be killed. These have power to shut heaven, that it rain not in the days of their prophecy, and have power over the waters to turn them into blood, and to smite the earth with all plagues as often as they will."
Yep.
Okay, and that's what Moses was doing in Egypt, man. That's what Elijah was doing, man. All right, they was praying to the Heavenly Father, and the Most High was giving them power to smite the earth with plagues, man. All right, and the reason why I bring that out is because the reason why, one of the main reasons why a lot of the judgments and plagues that's coming is not going to touch us, all right, or affect us, is because, Lord, when we be those men, we're going to be the ones bringing it to pass, man.
Yep.
Okay, we're going to be the ones calling judgments and curses and plagues upon the world, man.
That's right.
Okay?
That's right. Speaking of Elijah, I got that, man.
Yeah, bring it out.
So like, I got that. This is First Kings chapter 17, and I start at verse 1, and it reads, "And Elijah the Tishbite, who was of the inheritance of Gilead, said unto Ahab, As the Lord Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushua, power of Israel, liveth, before whom I stand, there shall not be dew nor rain these years, but according to my word." And the word of the Lord Yahweh came upon him, unto him, saying, "Get thee hence, and turn thee eastward, and hide thyself by the brook Cherith, that is before Jordan. And it shall be that that thou shalt drink of the brook, and I have commanded the raven to feed thee there." All right, so through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemel Shai, Elijah, all right, called the dirt a drought through the land, man. All right, called the drought through the land, and the Lord directed him, man. Directed him to go to the brook, and said that he commanded a raven to feed him, man. So the raven kept him, man.
That's right. The Lord
The
kept him.
Lord kept him through a raven and through the brook, man. All right, and when you read on, it says, verse 5. "So he went and did according unto the word of the Lord Yahweh by Shemel Shai, for he went and dwelt by the brook Cherith, that is before Jordan. And the raven brought him bread and flesh in the morning, and bread and flesh in the evening. And he drank of the brook. And it came to pass after a while that the brook dried up, because there had been no rain in the land. And the word of the Lord Yahweh by Shemel Shai came unto him, saying, Arise, get thee to Zarephath, which belongeth to Zidon, and dwell there. Behold, I have commanded a widow woman, okay, there to sustain thee. So the Lord did what? He commanded Elijah after the brook dried up. The Most High commanded a raven to feed him. Commanded him, just put the spirit on him to do what? Go to the brook to drink of the brook. Had the raven feed him. All right, and then when the brook dried up, the spirit jumped on him and said, "What? Move this way. Don't worry about it. The Lord got somebody to keep you there, man." All right. So that shows that what? The Lord gonna keep his, man. He gonna keep his, man, because at that time that was considered a plague, man. A drought, no water, no rain in the land. The cattle probably was dying, bro.
Yeah.
The land was probably drying up. It was probably cracks all over the ground, man. That's how dry it probably was, man. Okay, people was probably starving due to famine or whatever the case may be, man, and no water, man, and lack of water, man. Okay, but the Lord kept Elijah, man, kept his, man. Okay, because of what? Because of the faith Elijah had, man.
That's right.
And that's what's gonna keep us, Lord, when we part of the elect, when shit the fan. All right, that's what kept, in a sense, when Egypt was being, when Israel was being kept in Egypt, man, they were seeing everything that was going on, man. So in a sense, they were seeing the plagues being brought and how they were being kept. That kept them in fear of the Heavenly Father to keep those plagues from not touching them, man.
God.
And that's what's gonna happen to us, man. Lord, when we part of the elect, our faith gonna be increased. And then we're going to be seeing all this shit that's going around. It's going to increase the fear of the Heavenly Father within us, man. To do what? Worship Him more. And that's going to keep His protection upon us, man.
That's right. That's right. Con. Hey, man, even when we got out of Egypt, man.
Yep.
All right, we was in the wilderness 40 years, man. The Most High took care of us, man. Okay, we wasn't starving. Most High, you know what? Matter of fact.
That second Ezra is the first chapter.
Matter of fact, bring it out in a second, Ezra. Let me see if I please.
Alright, I got second Ezra is the
Bring
first
it
chapter.
out, bro. Bring it out. You
All
gotta
right.
wait for me.
Okay, all right, boom. This is thing, man. You sure you want to get that? You get that first.
Okay, I'll get this. I get this first. 1 Corinthians 10, verse 1. It says, "Moreover, brethren, I would not that ye should be ignorant, how that all our fathers were under the cloud, and all passed through the sea." Okay, and that cloud is what guided us out of Egypt. Okay, the chariot. Okay, that guided us. What was that? A fire by night and a cloud by day. Okay.
Yep.
All right. And all passed through the sea. All right, because what happened? We got to the Red Sea, and the Egyptians were behind us, and Moses prayed to the Heavenly Father, and the Most High opened up the sea, and our people passed through on dry ground. Okay, but when the Egyptians are saying to do so, the Most High closed the sea on them, and they all drowned. Okay, and were all baptized into Moses in the cloud and in the sea. And did all eat that same spiritual meat, and did all drink that same spiritual drink, for they drink of that spiritual rock that followed them, and that rock was Hamashiach. So basically, the reason why I brought that out is because the Most High fed us in the wilderness. He fed us with manna. Okay, He fed us with quails. All right, and we was able to drink sweet water too.
I got all that.
Okay.
I got all that. I know where I will start.
Yeah. Go ahead, bro.
All right. This is second Ezra, the first chapter, and I'll start at verse 12, and it reads. Speak thou therefore unto them, saying, Thus saith the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, I led you through the sea, and in the beginning gave you a large and safe passage. I gave you Moses for a leader, and Aaron for a priest. I gave you light in a pillar of fire, and great wonders have I done among you. Yet have you forgotten me, saith the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. Thus saith the Lord, thus saith the Almighty Lord, the quails were as a token for you, and I gave you tents for your safeguard. Nevertheless, you murmured there, and triumphed not in my name for the destruction of your enemies. But ever to this day do ye yet murmur. Where are the benefits that I have done for you when you were hungry and thirsty in the wilderness? Did you not cry unto me, saying, Why hast thou brought us into the wilderness to kill us? It had been better for us to have served the Egyptians than to die in the wilderness. Then had I pity among your murmurings and gave you manna to eat. So ye did eat angels' bread. When ye were thirsty, Did I not cleave the rocks and the waters flowed out to your field? For the heat I covered you with the leaves of the trees. I divided among you a faithful land. I cast out the Canaanites, the Perizzites, and the Philistines before you. What shall I yet do more for you, saith the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai? Thus saith the Almighty Lord, when you were in the wilderness, in the river of the Amorites, being athirst and blaspheming my name, I gave you not fire for your blasphemies, but cast a tree in the water and made the river sweet. So, that was all the examples of everything that Heavenly Father did for us, man, when we left Egypt, man. Okay? He split the Red Sea for us.
That's right.
He gave us Moses for leader, Aaron for priest, okay? As mediators to communicate between the Most High and us for us, man. Okay? He brought his chariots to guide us. He gave us tents. To the point we walked through the wilderness those 40 years, man. No blisters was on our feet, man.
Yep.
Our shoes didn't get weary or tear, man.
Yep.
He kept us, man. He gonna do the same thing so as long as you believe, man. All you gotta do is believe in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, man. Believe in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai as he is, man. As the scriptures say, man. Hold fast to the faith, man. Do what he tell you to do, man. All right, and keep it trucking, man. And watch, man. Watch and pray, man, as he said, man. And you're going to be kept, man.
That's right. Got a precept here in Isaiah chapter 65. This will never get old.
Never get old, man. My service shall eat. Yes,
God. Isaiah 65:13, it says, therefore, thus saith the Lord God, behold, my servant shall eat.
Mm-hmm.
My servant shall
eat. Shall, man. That's an affirmative action right there, man.
Yep.
They are going to eat, man. And it's plain and it's real and it's true because he fed us then. He said in not second Esdras, he said in the second chapter of Sirach, who have ever called on him that he despised, showing that he never forsook anybody who trusted in him.
That's right.
Jeremiah said, the 17th chapter said, you trust in him, it's like it's like your roots is planted by a river, and you're gonna be kept, man.
Yes.
You ain't never gonna your leaves never gonna dry out, man. He gonna keep us, man. So we gonna eat. You feel me?
That's right. We're gonna be good.
We're gonna be good, man. We gonna eat, man. You gotta believe, man.
That's right.